Hey guys, welcome to your channel. We are going to discuss some important Hindu articles. I will just give you guidelines. Following the guidelines, you will prepare your own notes. So one important article we have found today from the national column of today's Hindu newspaper is India Pakistan to attend Shanghai Cooperation Organization meet. India for the first time attended the meeting in last year 2018. So here it brings the context of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, its role in Central Asia, or whether its role can be extended to South Asia, and what should be the role of India in Shanghai Cooperation Organization, whether India can use this organization as a platform to leverage the countries or to extend her influence, or finding solutions for the problems. So, what is Shanghai Cooperation Organization? It was actually established in 2001 with six founding members: China, Kazakhstan, Russia, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. It was established as a mainly Eurasian grouping without any aim to influence anyone's sovereignty. Its main purpose was as a political, economic, and security organization to discuss issues and finding solutions among the neighborhood. In 2017, India and Pakistan was granted membership, and along with these, 8 member states are currently in this organization. But if you find question in pre, observe the word carefully: founding member and member. When you see the word founding member, India and Pakistan is not a founding member, right? Currently, it has 8 member states, but founding member was 7. It is mainly a Eurasian grouping, but like we discussed in Indo-Pacific grouping, Indo-Pacific quadrilateral dialogue, as India has revealed that its purpose is not limited to certain countries. In that way, though it is mainly Eurasian grouping, its membership was not limited to any country actually, as revealed from its charter. Right, it has some observer states: Afghanistan, Belarus, Iran, and Mongolia. The one important thing is that from the external perspective, the group has very two dominant members. One is China and Russia. Right, some core areas that can be connected by the group in among the members are economy, ocean trade, fighting terrorism, helping technology and innovation, cultural exchange, etc. Now coming to the role of India, India's role in Shanghai Cooperation Organization can be very prominent if used in a proper diplomatic way. For example, you see India, China, and Pakistan combined with Russia. While India and Russia has a very good relationship, again China and Russia has also a good relationship. While India has some problems with Pakistan, in that way India has some problems with China, right? Then what can be the role of Russia here, or how India can conjugally solve the problems in combination with other countries, right? So this group is such kind of a group where India has found members with which India has actually some inborn problems, right? So in how this organization can play a very crucial, a pivotal role in solving such kind of problems. In that way, India, China, Iran, and US. In that way, India, China, and Iran, and USA. India and Iran has a very good relationship. In that way, India and USA has also very good relationship. China and USA are currently undergoing problems, right? And due to US sanction on importing oil from Iran, India is also facing problem, right? So can all these 3 countries mutually arrive at a decision, right, to thwart the sanction of Iran, or to thwart the sanction of US, or can they conjugally find a solution of this sanction, right? Along with this, how also India, it is important for you to write in answer that thwarting the sanction on posed by USA will invite some kind of friendship problems between India and USA, right? India has also take care of this thing, right? So Can this organization become a platform to solve the undergoing problems, whether it is US sanction on Iran, or whether it is US sanction on Chinese trade or undergoing trade war between China and USA? Whether this puzzle can be solved by this organization, this can be a important point for your answer. Again, the Afghanistan issue. This organization centers around Central Asia, Eurasian, right? In Afghanistan, the power vacuum in Afghanistan. That how effectively can this power vacuum problem be tackled by this organization? This is another problem. Again, India can leverage China's influence throughout this organization. As we all know, under this organization, actually, China is taking along with some initiatives like Belt Route Initiative, Silk Route Initiative, and where Russia is also actively engaging. That India can leverage is as India is a member of this organization, that India can block some kind of decisions here. So India can extend her influence and thereby can reduce the influence on China. Right. Again, exploration in Central Asia. The resources of Central Asia, unexplored resources of Central Asia. India can play a pivotal role in exploring these kind of resources throughout this organization. Right. This organization actually can be a actually bridge between Central Asia and India. Right. How effectively India can use this organization to explore the resources in Central Asia. Right. Again, Indo-Pacific. We all know that India's quadrilateral dialogue, India's quadrilateral partnership in Indo-Pacific Ocean is actually faces doubt from China and Russia. So India can mitigate this kind of doubt. India can tackle the concerns expressed by Russia and China throughout this platform. Again, another important point is terrorism. As the ongoing terrorism, whether as currently in news because of state-sponsored terrorism by Pakistan, right, and any other kind of terrorism, whether it is being and whether it is be smuggling, whether it is human trafficking, so and another cross-border terrorism, right? How this kind of terrorism, piracy, anti-human activities, smuggling activities can be prevented. This organization can be a bedrock to find out solutions for such kind of problems. Right. So from this perspective, this article bears important. From prelims point of view, you find question regarding some facts of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. In mains point of view, actually, the main purpose here, the main core of the article is that how India can use the Shanghai Cooperation Organization as a platform to find solution of terrorism, to find problems with China and Pakistan, or to find solution of other problems. Another article from the opinion page is Yemen's woes. Yemen is situated in almost Middle East towards the end of the corner. Saudi Arab borders it. Djibouti is a very strategic position beside Yemen, and it is also a concern because China is trying to use this strategic position, while Houthi rebellion in Yemen is posing threat to this as well as. Saudi Arabia is the main opponent of this Houthi rebellion. Along with this, Israel and USA are also trying to destabilize this Houthi rebellion. So what is Houthi rebellion here? What is Houthi? It gains its root actually long back ago in around 1960, and throughout time actually it has gained momentum. For example, it has taken inspiration from Arab Spring. It has also its hatred is also much more gets penetrated because of US invasion in Iraq. Right, these are some actually contemporary incidents which pushed this Houthi rebellion to go to an extreme level. Houthi is actually a Zaidi Shia Muslim minority. Among the Muslims, this Zaidi Shia is a very minority group. And Sunni Muslims with Salafist ideology isolated this minority group. This is Houthi. Houthi is a Jaidi Shia minority group, and in and around 1970s and 1980s, Sunni Muslims, especially the Muslim group in Saudi Arabia, has actually suppressed this minority group. And as a result of this suppression, actually, the Jaidi Shia clerics in Yemen militarized to counter the active response from Sunni Muslims. That means Sunni Muslims in mainly in Saudi Arabia tried to suppress this Jaidi Shia minority in Yemen. And as a result of this, the clerics in Jaidi Shia minority militarized their group to counter this effect of Sunni Muslims. And mainly, this Houthi rebellion derives its root from this base actually. Right. So, what are the some causes of this rebellion? Corruption. Corruption penetrated by the government of Yemen, causing malnutrition, poverty, unemployment, etc., along with strong dominance of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arab and Yemen. We have also seen that Saudi Arab borders Yemen. This Saudi Arab is a very, very crucial enemy of Yemen since time immemorial period actually for this Houthi rebellion. Right. Saudi Arab is not the enemy of Yemen government, but this for Houthi rebellion actually, this Saudi Arab is a imminent enemy because the birth of Houthi rebellion derives its root from the Sunni activation, Sunni Muslim activation in Saudi Arabia. Right. That's why since a long ago, the Saudi Arabia is a very crucial enemy for the Yemen's Houthi rebellion. Right. And again, along with this, the US, Israel are some also enemy of Houthi rebellion. So this rebellion's root is based as well as on hatred, cherished hatred against US and Israel. Because their main motto, you see the slogan of the Houthi rebellion, God is great, death to America, death Israel, curse on Jews, victory to Islam. This was the slogan given by the Houthi rebellion, and it strongly portrays their hatred against foreign domination, especially for USA and Israel. Their main support is Iran, Hezbollah in Lebanon. Iran is using a proxy war throughout this Houthi rebellion. And in ongoing debate, ongoing controversy, ongoing war between USA and Iran, it is expected that though Iran has not sufficient military, but it has Iran is cherishing, Iran is supporting various proxy groups. And among such proxy groups, Houthi in Yemen is one. So Iran can activate these military groups actually in case of any war with USA. It is expected. And this group has not any kind of established political goals till this moment. Right, their struggle is against the corrupted government of Yemen, against foreign domination, against Saudi Arabia actually. Right, mainly their struggle is to upbringing for the upliftment of their minority community. Right. And we all know they have already captured the capital of Yemen called Sana'a, and it is still under their possession. Right, despite US and Saudi Arabia's repeated attack on the Houthi rebellion, they have not been able to trace down the Houthi rebellion. Houthi rebellion is still possessive, is still acquiring the main military and government acquisition in Yemen, and they have not been able to come under the pressure of USA, even UN organization. Right, and in this proxy war actually, in this war between Houthi and Saudi Arabia as well as USA, the main victim is the local people, civilians. Right, the Yemen has turned into a very, very, very awful country from the humanitarian point of view. It is staggered by malnutrition, it is staggered by poverty, unemployment, because each country like USA, Saudi Arabia is imposing sanctions on the country. Right, and Houthi rebellion has not been able to suppress by any of the country, and the victim of this sanction, economic sanction, right, victim of this war are mainly civilians. So it is one of the humanity's very saddest example of war, Yemen at present time, right? And despite various international organizations' effort, there is no permanent solution at this moment. No permanent resolution has not been able to appear till now. So the thing is that it comes into the context because of the ongoing war between USA and Iran, and it is expected that Iran might turn to active the Houthi rebellions in case of any war. So Houthi rebellion might each name, each route. There might be some expected questions in preliminary exam, and mains point of view actually you can find some questions regarding its origin, regarding solution of Houthi rebellion. Another article is that the case against war on Iran. I have already discussed this point in my earlier lecture, so I will not go in details here. So the article mainly explores the point that if USA declares war on Iran, what will be advantages and disadvantages? What allies will US gain? Right, what will be US allies? Or in that case, what will be allies and foes of Iran? I have already discussed all these things. Who has breached the international law? Is it Iran or USA? Is Iran the culprit or is US the culprit? Who has is Iran totally disregarded the law? Who has disregarded the international law? Is this USA and Iran? What are the prospects of declaring war on Iran? Right. Will US gain sufficient support in the European Union, among allies to declare war on Iran? Or if he declare wars on Iran unilaterally, then what will be the relevance of international organization at current scenario? This is also another question. Can Iran be Iraq? That US invaded Iraq long ago, in 2000, right? In the time of 2000. So is the same condition for Iran? Is the Iran, can Iran be compared to Iraq? Right. So what are the prospects? In that way, you can explore the article and prepare your own notes. Again, one another article, moral ambiguity on the Rohingya. I have already discussed all these points in my earlier lecture. So from these two articles, you can either refer to my earlier lecture or you can prepare own notes as per these guidelines. So hope you enjoyed the lecture. I will come again with another video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.